Hello everyone, welcome to your second royal reading here at MadWorldTarot, Monday afternoon. As I am doing this, Tess is snoring. Next to me, I have the Apprentice Tarot on the tarot table, keeping it simple today. And we're having a look at the possible collapse of the Parkour marriage and Harry's frantic scramble to get back in before it's too late. And this time we're looking at the ongoing rumours. They've been swirling for quite some time that Harry visited Pa up in Scotland at Balmoral. And the rumour is, and I've been getting this energy in my cards lately, the rumour is that he flew out from New York to Scotland and to bypass the press and, you know, the sort of notice that he might have, the attention he might have got if he'd travelled through from LA through London, that kind of thing. That's the rumour. Rumour is that he lives in New York anyway. But if he visited, it might explain some rather strange things that have occurred recently. For instance, Camilla being spotted having a holiday in the Mediterranean on a luxury yacht, minus King Charles, and also the seeming reluctance of the Wales family to go up to Balmoral. They finally put in an appearance just last weekend. They were seen going to church. They were obviously very visibly there to make the point that they had been there. So what is going on? There's speculation that the mad rush to move into Forest Lodge before the year end is because there might be a regency coming sooner rather than later. Harry's frenzy to get back in and all the Daily Mail nonsense that we've been seeing, sort of poor has been, let him back in, nasty William, all that kind of stuff might be part of this panic to get back in before the reins are handed over. Also, why the Waleses have been having quite a quiet year. They've been criticised for it, but maybe that's the last year. This is the last year that they'll ever have as a relatively private family. All speculation. This is just tarot, and I read for fun and entertainment, and it is all speculation, and it is all my opinion. And we just read energy here and disclaimer in the box below. We're going to look at all of this. Did the has-been visit Pa up at Balmoral recently, and if so, why? How does Camilla feel about it? Did she remove herself because of it? How does William feel about it? And then, how is the king? And is a regency coming sooner rather than later? And how will it affect Harry? Impact for Harry of all of this. I just get, my spidey senses get that there's a hell of a lot going on behind the scenes in the royal family, and that we might be in for some big surprises coming up. And one of the surprises that I personally see as a reader is William just saying, to hell with this, bye-bye. I think that's very much on his mind. That's my opinion as an energy reader, and I certainly hope he doesn't do that, because from what I've seen energetically, if he does get the reins of power in his hands, finally he would make an excellent king, and it would do wonders for the UK. So that is my opinion. We got the Six of Pentacles. It's the begging card. It's in reverse. It's selfish. I'm bringing it back now. It's selfish. Taking help for granted, ungrateful. I wonder who that is. Back with his begging bowl that has been. Bankrupt Pa, help before Nasty Wills takes over and won't let me back, and then I'll have to make my own way in the world. Can't possibly do that. Oh dear. The ingratitude in this card is screaming through for me. The lack of awareness of what he has done. Ungrateful wretch. That's my personal opinion, of course. So, begging bowl is out, and ungrateful wretch, as I say. I think that's a powerful underlying energy in this reading. The prodigal returning, but without any shame, without any sense of humility or remorse. Penitence, I think, is the word. None of that. None of that in the energy. My personal opinion, tarot, the usual drill. What are we dealing with? The Fool. Here comes the Fool. Immature, foolish, gullible, irresponsible, impulsive. Watch your step. The Fool is all about fresh starts, being naive and innocent, and off you go. Potential naivety, beginner energy. Of course, when it's in reverse, literally being a fool for me always as a tarot reader, just being a bit dim-witted, a bit stupid, taking too many chances, too many risks, and also burning your bridges. There is no way back for that Fool. You don't get a second chance. The Fool can't come back and say, oh, I'm going to start all over again with the royal family and everyone's going to welcome me in and it's going to be just fantastic. No, it's not, which I think is why there was an exodus from Balmoral to the Mediterranean. Well, if you're going to do that, we're all going to have a nice summer holiday. Lots of sunshine, lots of sea. And as I said, to hell with you. It's coming through very strongly in this reading. Okay, did Harry finally get to see Pa? There's always been reluctance because of the fact that Harry's likely to run to Netflix and the BBC and whoever else and tell exactly what Pa told him. Did he? I've got the Seven of Pentacles and it's in reverse. And this is the failure card. Failure to put an effort and to reap rewards. It's an odd card to show up, but it's not an odd card also, because the Seven of Pentacles is the seven years that Harry and Meghan have been married, and what has come of that. And it tells me that Harry has failed in whatever scheme he had going with her to become a billionaire and rule the world and, you know, their own court in California and all of that stuff. This is somebody who's in a wretched situation, who has failed to plan, to prepare, to feather their nest, and is now in dire straits. And I get it because I've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse and then the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's not telling me did he meet Pa. It's telling me the why of the fact that he might want to meet Pa. But I'm already asking this question down here. So let's ask the question, if he did meet Pa, and I'm getting energy that possibly he tried. A why. And we've already got an answer to why. And here's an even worse answer to why. A burden, under stress, almost done. And what would be almost done has been. He's ready to disintegrate. He's ready to collapse. The marriage is ready to collapse. The financial burdens are intolerable. The pressures of being an adult, the pressures of being married to you-know-who, of being exiled, of being loathed, of being so unpopular, all too much for him. Can't bear it, can't deal with it. So I think that an attempt was made. We might have to clarify, if this reading doesn't go on for 12 hours, whether he actually succeeded, because ingratitude, desperate, so desperate, everything going wrong, financially, emotionally, mentally, just in terms of responsibilities and loneliness, and can't carry this load anymore, on the brink of a breakdown. But that Fool is not getting access so easily. Fool in reverse. So let's look at Camilla first of all in this column. Her feelings about the attempted return of the has-been or visiting Pa. Is this why she had her nice holiday? Oh yes, Six of Swords. I'm getting a hell yes. I'm off. Okay, bye. The overseas card. Well, if that's what's going to happen here in Scotland, I'm off. Thank you. Bye. And why not? I mean, he said terrible things about her all around town, and has shown no remorse for any of that. Okay, packing my suitcase. I'm gone. I'm out of here. You deal with it on your own. Well, that's coming through very clearly for me. And of course, my opinion, speculation, William. Oh, William. Silly ideas. Silly ideas. Page of Swords for me is always a very interesting little card, because it's a curious, inquisitive mind. the person who does research, but mostly, which it doesn't say there, it's the person who prepares for something. They're suspicious. They get ready for a rainy day. This little person doesn't expect good times. This little person expects life to be difficult, expects sudden attacks. And of course, his life has led him into this kind of wariness. AR, wariness. Be prepared. Very good advice. And he is preparing, and he's preparing for a curved ball. He's preparing for something that would just be incredibly difficult. And it's also chatter, it's gossip, this Page of Swords, particularly in reverse. It's gossip on social media and things like that. There's chatter around about this. So even if the has-been didn't in the end show up, William is prepared for it, and he's got ear to the ground. He's been alerted to incoming gingerbread landing at whatever airport. That's my opinion as an energy reader. King's health. Just checking what's going on there. How's it doing? Page of Wands is the little good news card. So it's not as calamitous as rumors are saying, not now. But it can also be that positive spin is being put on the situation. That don't worry, everything's fine. That kind of energy is around. Interesting, we got 2 pages on the table because they are communications, press, spin, that kind of thing. And so William is braced for bad news, and the king is putting a brave face on things. So I don't think it's that calamitous right now. Let's see if we are due for a regency anytime soon, if the king is actually getting ready to hand over the reins anytime soon, or is that also just stories? We've got action card. An action card, it's a very dynamic card, the Knight of Wands. Kind of a bold move that could be. It could be. But it also tells me that I think he wants to do some more tours, some more overseas tours before he lets go with that Knight of Wands. I don't know if there are trips planned for next year. They did a few this year. Whether there's anything lined up, anything that he would think, oh, I really want to do that, I really want to attend that. I promised them I would show up, that kind of thing. So I'm not getting calamity here. I'm not getting bad news. There is calamity in Harry's energy. Oh, such calamity. This is, I've still got adventures. There's still things I want to do. I'm getting. But I'm also getting with this Knight of Wands that this is fresh energy. This is youthful energy that perhaps the crown needs to be handed over to someone who's got more energy and got more vision, more enthusiasm, more ability to travel the world and try and firm up some alliances that are weakening in certain parts of the world. I'm not getting clear answers here, I have to say. That's a clear answer. That's a clear answer, but this is not so clear. Outcome for Harry of this energy, which is quite difficult to pick through as an energy reader, and I'm guessing it's difficult for him to pick through as well if the lines of communication have been cut and he doesn't really know what's going on. What is the outcome for him? 4 of Swords. This is bad news for him because he's going to, I'm almost getting stay out of the loop. He's going to have to keep his head down and sit quietly in that 4 of Swords energy. Carry on having a big think about what you might have done and how your reputation has been ruined. It's not giving me family reunion or even just with Pa. that Four of Swords. You're still on your own. You are dead to me. Let's check. Did he actually meet par? It looks like he was trying, but did he actually? I'm going to ask, did he actually? I've got the King of Swords. I don't think so with this. I don't think so. Because the King of Swords is the realist, is the shrewd energy, it's cold-hearted energy. It's not, oh, darling boy, Kalu. It's none of that. Fair and wise, yes, but forgiving. Don't worry, darling boy, I'll look out for you. Not so much. I'm getting that Harry would really have liked this. He might even have turned up. I'm getting that level of desperation in his energy that he might have just jumped on a plane and turned up, knowing, because it's a very public knowledge, when the king was going up to Balmoral. It might have almost like sprung a surprise. That's the Fool in reverse, taking a chance, taking a risk. But I don't think it went that well for him. Not with this energy here, not with this Four of Swords. You're still dead to me. That's how it's reading for me. And I'm not getting that things are that desperate on the health front just yet. So much for those rumours. I don't think so much for those rumours. I think those rumours have some basis in reality. But early days still. I think we have a way to go before we get earth-shattering news from the royals. That's the reading. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.